Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Americans are in shock today as they learn more about a massacre in Las Vegas. The attack on innocent concertgoers late Sunday night is now the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. ABC's Lana Zach is in Vegas with the latest.
The gunfire came too quickly to count, bullets tearing into a crowd of 22,000 people who were out to just enjoy a night of music on the Vegas Strip. Country music star Jason Aldean in the middle of a set when the hail of bullets rained down.
Like some were falling and some were screaming and yelling.
People just started dropping around us. A lot of dead bodies. A lot of people were just piling on top of whoever, even if they're bleeding or not.
We ran and we ran. And I still wasn't even sure if it was actually bullets until one of the times we paused, our friend was like, the guy next to us got shot.
Police officers jumping into action.
Upstairs from Mandalay Bay, halfway up, I see the shots coming from Mandalay Bay.
Closing in on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel, where authorities say the gunman, 64-year-old Stephen Paddock, was holed up. Police say he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound before SWAT teams burst into his room. The death toll rising all day.
The number of people that have died associated with this event has increased. Right now we're using the number of 58.
More than 500 injured. President Trump among those reacting to the tragedy.
We are joined together today in sadness, shock, and grief.
This is a crazed lunatic full of hate.
Police believe that he was acting as a lone wolf. They see no ties to any international terror groups, and he wasn't previously known to law enforcement. So at this point, his motive still remains an incomprehensible mystery. Reporting from Las Vegas, Lana Zach, ABC News.
After last night's violence in Nevada and the death of a police officer in Louisiana, Governor John Bel Edwards has issued a response. Governor Edwards has issued an executive order lowering all Louisiana and American flags over all state public buildings. That order will be in effect until this Friday, October 6th. A police officer in Lafayette was shot and killed. Grant Sheriff Stephen McCain says they have made an arrest in a road rage incident on Highway 167 in the Prospect community. They've arrested 57-year-old Jeffrey Wayne Ross of Dry Prom for attempted murder. Deputies say the victim is a Dry Prom man who was run over by a vehicle. The victim reportedly shot at the driver as he was trying to run him over again. Natchitoches police continue to investigate a shooting that happened early Saturday. Police were called to the 500 block of Lakeview Drive around 2, where they found 2 gunshot victims. They told police they were sitting outside an apartment when a group walked up to them. There was an argument, and then shots were fired. One of those victims was hit 3 times and was flown to a hospital in Shreveport. The other victim was not seriously hurt. Police continue to interview several witnesses. Tonight, Equifax is saying 2.5 million more U.S. customers may be impacted by the data breach in the aftermath of that breach, which would bring the total to 145.5 million. Meanwhile, Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry is providing tips on how to protect your personal information. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has the story.
During the last week of July, Equifax, one of the nation's 3 major credit reporting agencies, discovered a breach in their system that allowed criminals to gain access to certain files. Information including names, social security numbers, birth dates, addresses, and driver's license numbers were accessed. The breach has accessed over 200,000 consumers. Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry is back with another public service announcement on how consumers can protect themselves from data breaches in the future.
Pull your credit reports. Check for any new accounts you have not opened. Second, consider freezing your credit reports. This can make it more difficult for someone trying to open a new account in your name. Next, monitor your credit card accounts. Look out for charges that you don't recognize and report suspicious charges right away. Fourth, place a fraud alert. And lastly, file your taxes early. Tax identity theft happens when someone uses your social security number to get a tax refund or a job.
Attorney General Landry has joined forces with a number of other state attorneys general to request that Equifax not charge service fees to those affected by the breach. And last month, Equifax's interim CEO published a piece in the Wall Street Journal titled, "On behalf of Equifax, I'm sorry," and outlining a new free service the company will provide by the end of January. To read the piece published in the Wall Street Journal, you can visit the Equifax website.
Taking precautions and knowing the appropriate steps to make in the event of a data breach could prevent you from falling victim to fraudsters.
Contact Attorney General Landry's Consumer Protection Hotline for more tips. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
It has been a stormy start to our work week. Let's get the latest on the forecast from meteorologist Kim Walker.
Well, we did see a few storms, especially to our south. We only picked up a trace of rain, but we're going to see cloudy conditions as we move into tomorrow with more rain chances as well. 75 degrees is what we're going to start off with, 82 by noon, and then we climb up to around 88 degrees before we drop back down to around 87. So it's going to be cloudy. There could be a few showers and a few thunderstorms, especially with winds coming from the south, just bringing that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. But we're expected to see lots of sunshine, but warm conditions for the remainder of the week. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Kim. The Rapides Medical Center painted the town pink for the 8th year in a row for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. In honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, about 22 local artists displayed their work. The paintings symbolize strength with a touch of pink and fuchsia for those who have battled breast cancer. Rapides Medical Center will acknowledge breast cancer all month with several events that the community can be a part of. To find out more, you can visit rapidsregional.com. This afternoon, doctors Jerry and Bain Pound spoke about gender differences at the First at First Business Leader Luncheon. The couple discussed communication issues and how communication is broken down between the genders.
We want to be able to cover the patterns of speech, male and female patterns.
Oftentimes women might bristle at the fact that there are differences between men and women because they feel like they're having to adapt to the male pattern, and that men might bristle thinking my way is right. So it's interesting as you see the two patterns.
The couple are founders of Fam Builders, a nonprofit ministry. They seek to equip families with biblical guidance and effective skills. The Bank of Montgomery says it has received funding from the U.S. Treasury to stimulate economic development in Louisiana. BOM says that money will be invested in some distressed neighborhoods. It's coming from the Community Development Financial Institutions Funds. Well, it is that time of the year where alumni and students are getting ready for homecoming festivities.
Good audience is anyone who's gone to any Menard, Providence, or Holy Savior Menard High School for the past 125 years. And it's a free jambalaya meal. There will be a gumbo cook-off that the alumni, a lot of people do outside of the alumni house, but in the mall we're having jambalaya. We'll have some other things to do.
Alumni from Menard Memorial, Providence Central, and Holy Savior Menard are all coming together for a tailgate party this Friday at 4:30. It's at the Holy Savior Menard main building mall area. The Rapides Symphony Orchestra performed their annual Pops on the River event over the weekend. The concert featured music of the silver, TV, and computer screens. The amphitheater was packed from the start as folks came out to enjoy the music and, in many cases, to have a nice dinner as well. Conductor Joshua Zona led the orchestra.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home. Dr. Oz.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone can start right now.
With all new ways to feel, encouraged, inspired, hopeful, confident, proud, positive, special, feel better every day. Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
Dr. Oz, airing weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.
Welcome back, everyone. It's been a dreary day. We did pick up about a trace of rainfall, but nothing really measurable. Most of the rain is to our south. As you notice, just a line right there to our south, and it's really just training. That means that the rain is moving over the same areas over and over again. So there are showers and thunderstorms moving in the same areas, but there is a shower or two that keeps popping up to our south, but it starts to fizzle out before it makes its way into our region. But for the most part, we are expecting a slight chance chance for some rain tonight, and then more chances of rain as we head into tomorrow. So here's a look at your future radar. For this evening, we are expecting most of the rain to be well to our south, but then as we make our way through the rest of your Tuesday, or starting Tuesday in the morning, there could be a little bit more rain just off and on during the morning hours. So by midnight, notice the rain off to our east, and then continuing rain chances. So we could pick up an isolated shower or two as we make our way into the early morning hours of your Tuesday. Right now it's 77 degrees, so temperatures today stayed very mild, even though it's very humid out there. 75 degrees in Leesville, in Lake Charles it's 81 degrees, and 79 in Lafayette. In Baton Rouge is 77 degrees. As a result of all that rain, we did stay below normal, but take a look at our dew points. It's around 73 degrees right now, so putting us in that steamy category. And so it is very sticky out there. Despite the rain and despite the cloud cover, temperatures did remain cool. So even though it's 73, as far as our dew points are concerned, is not feeling all that bad, but it is going to be a little bit sticky as we head into tomorrow. And as those temperatures climb, it will feel a little bit more uncomfortable. So we are going to continue with that moist air coming northward during the day tomorrow, but I think our best chances of rain will be well to the west. We are going to see that slight chance of rain, maybe just a few showers and thunderstorms across our area. Here's a look at your headlines. Mostly cloudy with an isolated shower or two tomorrow, and then mainly sunny and mild for your Wednesday. And then we're going to be rain-free and quiet and humid, though, for the remainder of the week. So your forecast for tonight calls for temperatures dropping down into the 70s. And the reason why they're going to be in the 70s because the dew points are in the 70s. So isolated showers possible. Highs tomorrow will be around 88 degrees, mostly cloudy, a few showers and thunderstorms, and then the sunshine returns toward the middle part of the week. Temperatures start to warm up 90 degrees by your Friday, and then we're going to see a little bit more cloud cover for this weekend with more chances of rain as we head into next week. Scott?
All right, thanks, Kim. It's the simple step that you can take to help keep yourself flu-free this fall, and government officials are urging the public to get that done now. With more, here's Lana Zach.
It's the yearly jab that some people find painless, others dread. Still, health officials say the flu shot is your best chance for avoiding the aches, fatigue, and fever that come along with the flu. The CDC reminding the public this week that there is good reason to get a flu vaccine. The concern: every year the flu puts thousands of American lives at risk. It's a disease that can infect anyone, but certain people are more vulnerable. Young children, adults 65 and older, and millions of others who have one of a number of existing health conditions, all at a greater risk of contracting and even dying from the flu. The typical flu season can begin as early as October, a situation that has the CDC launching an all-out effort to urge the public to be prepared. And this year, these health officials are asking the public not only to get their flu shots, but to spread the word on social media by using the hashtag #FightFlu. It's perhaps the best way to go viral this flu season. With this Medical Minute, I'm Lana Zach.
Well, thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
To you, it's just an old coat. But to an underprivileged child, it's a warmer winter. Please help us collect coats for kids before the cold months get here. You can drop off new or gently used coats at a location near you. All coats are cleaned and distributed right here in our community. The KLAX Coats for Kids Drive is sponsored by First Federal Bank, Southern Heritage Bank, Bank of Montgomery, Kramer Funeral Home, Take 5 Oil Change, South Park Cleaners, and LaSalle Printing and Office Supply.
Predators better pray.
Crime Watch Daily airs weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV.